For the Inland Empire this morning, clear skies, a sunny day with a high of 106. The Desert City is clear this morning, sunny for the afternoon, high 114. I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's Hollywood Live today. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, and we appreciate each and every one of you. We got Jess over there. Jess, what's going on?
Good morning. I am excited for a new movie universe that is starting to blossom.
Did you notice Jess is like used to this, and he's still not used to it? He goes, "What's going on with that hair? I need a haircut, man. I need a haircut." I know. I don't think they watch, but even the person who cuts my hair is like, "You need a haircut," or they're used to it. They're used to it. So I go, "Don't be used to it. Don't be used to it." I literally yesterday came across someone. Shout out to Charter. We love you guys. Spectrum. But I will say this. I'm a little upset, Jess. Because in a way, I go, I knew you could. And I didn't say that to the guy. I actually helped the guy. I hope. You never know. And he's in sales. Okay? And he knocked like... Can you hear that knock?
Just barely.
Okay, that was me and my mother, right? We were watching something. It was Netflix. The air was on, and I'm like, sometimes a dog, he's so cute. And I go, oh, somebody's at the door. She's like, what? And she did not want to answer the door. She did not want to answer the door. So she went to the door, okay? And he said something, I heard it, but I'm like, all right, that was kind of weird. And then... Because I will say this, we've been, like, sometimes people come to the door, and it's usually not anything we can, like, it's rarely something that is, like, people will come to your door and you go, oh, why, right? And so I said, who was that, Ma? And she goes, oh, it was, or maybe I heard it, I don't really know, but the way he said it and the way I heard it, I go, why would you ask that? Why would you ask that? And it was very simple, Jess. It was very simple. Do you have internet, right? And what's somebody going to say?
I don't think this is everyone I know that has internet. I don't know. It's not a uncommon thing like it was back in the early 2000s.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So my mother is like, And what she didn't understand is, no, this guy has the hookup at Spectrum, Charter, okay? Kind of important. Do you know how much you pay for your internet? So I think he asked something where it was like, who do you get your internet from? And then I'm like, all right, but if he's Spectrum. So there's a part of me that goes, interesting. Then a part of me that goes, I kind of want to know what he's running. And then there's a part where I go, oh. So here's what I'm going to say. If they're in your area, talk to them, because sometimes they have a special. You go, I'm already getting it. Oh, I get that. But if you know how much, and this is why I'm a little upset. It's not at him. It's not at him. And I said, look, I used to work for Spectrum. Okay, it was really Charter. I don't know Spectrum, Charter. I really, for the longest time, I thought Spectrum was Charter and Charter was Spectrum, whatever. Then they just called it like, kind of like they call stuff and they go, ooh, you know, and now it's a new thing. So anyway, I know they merged with a bunch of companies, and they're very big, all right? Who do you guys have for your internet at your house, Jess?
I have Spectrum, and that's only because part of the city is just all Spectrum from some type of agreement they made years ago.
Charter, cable TV.
Yeah.
Cable TV. And when you look at it, when they bring the router, now I don't know if you look at it, the router is this device, right? And it's changed over the years. It's changed. And they sometimes sell you Wi-Fi router stuff. So modem, I'm sorry. They call that the modem. Let me get it right. But sometimes they combine, or they say they do, and then they ship it to you, right? But they used to, the guy would come, just like do you remember getting cable and the guy would come and hook it up in where you want it?
Oh, yeah. I remember that back in the olden times.
Yeah, we used to have to charge for that. Okay, so when we charge for it, we charge and we go, how many do you need? All right, so it's so much per connection. Sometimes when they're there, it changes. They go, oh, you didn't count for that. So technically, they're supposed to charge. But sometimes, every now and then, the guy will maybe do it for free. Okay? That's the installer. Okay? So at some point, and I finally understand this, and I told him, I says, I used to work at Charter. I used to do what you do. I used to, and I've talked about this, about what I do. And I said, dude, can you get me a job? Because I need money. But I got to shave, Jess. Do you think I could go get a job like this, Jess?
I'm going to say no.
I say as an installer, I can. Hey, I'm an installer. But as a salesperson, I don't know.
I can see it if you're going for like a Gandalf. You have to wear a Gandalf costume. I can see it like that. Would you like cable? No.
Moses.
Okay.
I'm going for something, right? Right? When it, like, you go, isn't that a thing where you're like, but people do it all the time. I see it all the time. I used to wonder, do I take a suit? Do I not take a suit? What do I do, right? So I don't really know. But I guess what I'm saying is Charter. Now, Charter doesn't give us any. Charter doesn't do that? Because I know in the area of where we're at, we have Frontier. And when you say, oh, they have access, yeah, they have access because they're Charter, right? Charter is Charter. But people have forgotten that that was your cable TV. Before the internet existed, cable was cable, and that's it. But now when you think about it, and it's really weird when you think about it, we understood that internet came from your phone line. Right? That was your phone line. Everybody understood that. But you know where I have a hard time, Jess? How does internet come through your cable? You know what I mean?
I've actually never thought of that. Now it's hurting my head.
It's a wire, and it's copper wire at that. When you look at it, okay, maybe it's another wire. I don't really know. It's just that thin little thing. They run it, and you know, usually they go out to the telephone area, and you go, well, maybe that's how they do it. I don't really know. So yeah. Anyway, here's what I'm gonna say. He had a special, okay, but I go, is it a special or is it a... And I said, how much are you making? I'm not going to say who he is, but he's not making a lot, Jess. He's making, and this is why you got to be nice to them. Say, what special do you have? And then they say, oh, we have this, that, and the other. Now, he offers, but he didn't really offer it. He could have offered it, and I would have been like, ooh, let's talk to him. But because he's at your door, you go, why are you at my door? Because they get paid to be at your door. They're not checking stuff. They're not monitoring stuff. They literally get paid if you sign up. That's it. That's all. Okay? So I said, how have you been working there? And he goes, well, about, so many months. I go, okay, that makes sense. I go, how many sales have you had? He goes, only 2. That's it? He goes, yeah. How much do you get per? $75. That's it? Yeah. So after a long discussion, Jess, I finally got it. Charter is going to get sued. Okay, that's the answer of the day. Charter is going to get sued. Do you know why?
No, I do not.
They're not taking care of their people. And you go, what? They're not taking care of the people. Okay? And I said it to him because he says, yeah, my manager said this. And he says, look. And I go, oh, he wants to let go of you. He goes, yeah, kind of. Because he's been there 3 months. And he's only had 2 sales, Jess. 2 sales. Of internet. Now, I think you and other people would say, well, look, man, I mean, I'll give him, I don't have internet yet. But I've been thinking about it. Who do you know thinks or says that, Jess?
In this day and age, no one.
Exactly. It is so a thing now. But you go, maybe it isn't. Because I told him, I said, see that one? Go over there. See that one? Go over there. See that one? Go over there. But you would think people know internet. They don't. Oddly enough, Jess, they don't. Here's what they know. I have Netflix. Then you have internet. Okay, you have internet. But they still don't know what that is. They go, well, we have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. You almost want, you guys really don't know. No, we don't know. Do you know how much you're paying? Not really. That's because the person. Okay, if you say, Jess, and I can tell you right now, if you don't know how much you're paying, it's because you're not paying it. It's because it's under somebody else's name. Okay, that means somebody's living at. And it's a good question on a date. You go, so I have a question. Yes. Do you have internet? Yes. Okay. How much do you pay? I don't really know. But you have internet. Oh, yeah, 100%. Those are the people that go online and they hide the person that they're living with. Do you know what I mean, Jess?
I think I do.
Yeah. And then you see it and you go, you were with that person the whole time? Mm-hmm. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but there you go. So here's what I'm going to say. They're going to get sued. Here, why are they going to get sued? They're going to figure it out. And they're going to go, oh, we're dumb. Now, they're paying a salary, Jess. Okay, they're paying a salary. Which you go, ooh, right? But the numbers that he quoted me, I go, what does the top earner make? He said like 15 to 20,000 a month. Yeah, because at first I'm like, for a year that's not that much. That's like kind of like when you do the math, that's not that much. But I said, so you get that, and then you get your like on every sale. He goes, yeah. Well, that's why they're going to fire you. How are you going to keep a whole everybody? And they have like so many people per an area. Okay. So this guy, I love the guy. I gave him so much advice. He'll probably take it and go somewhere, like, because I gave him so much advice, because he was shy. He had enough to be able to knock the door, but he was shy. But they go, set your own hours. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. He says, well, we have a like minimum goal. It's 5 hours a day. You go 5 hours a day. Yeah, okay. And you're getting salary. Yeah, okay. Now I'm wondering if that's training pay, Jess. Because sometimes they do that. They pay you. He goes, every 2 weeks we get about $1,500. I go, okay, so I'm like $3,000 a month. That's pretty good. You would do that, right, Jess?
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so here's why I'm saying it's like if you can get it, and then be a part of it if they sue, and know when they sue, because then you don't get money. If they close down or make you feel in a way like, look, you're not really, you go, you kind of really set it up in a really bad way. Now, there's a way to not get sued and then do it really good. But because I've been in sales, and I told him this, look, I did sales when I was very young. I'm not going to lie, he looked very young. My mother's like, he looks real young. I go, yeah, but I got his age. And he's like, I'm not young. I go, whoa. So, but I said this. I said, look, he goes, I speak Spanish and English. Awesome. That's how you keep your job. He goes, what? I said, look, you had a meeting with the guy, right? And if anyone has ever met with the guy, that's the guy who's over you that tells you what to do, when to do, how to do, right? And no one likes that guy, but they go, no, I like the guy. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because at the end of the day, he's going to say, I got to get rid of you, and you. And you go, I get it, but it's kind of set up in a way where it's not going to work. Because if you do the math, you have to go, okay, because it's month to month. There's no agreement with internet, right? Now, there are some that are out there which are very fast, and they have different things. Fios, which I'm not going to lie, Fios is one of those when they say, do you want Fios? You go, can I get it? Because it's very fast. It's very fast. I don't know why it's not in every area. They go, we've upgraded some areas, but other areas don't have it. All right. So when you get Fios, you go, ooh. Now, if you don't, and here's where it's kind of getting weird, Jess. And this is a whole business. And we're talking about this on Hollywood Live today. Has Applebees called in, or are they probably not? You never know.
No Applebees today.
Okay. So here's really? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so here's the thing. Charter. Everybody almost has Charter. And if you don't have Charter, you probably have one like them, right? Frontier. Or I don't know what the other ones are, okay? Verizon. Verizon's the one that did Fios, right? And AT&T, and then there are others, okay? Now, here's the thing where you got to remember this. At some point, cable became almost everything. And you go, oh, okay. Because maybe when I say cable, Jess, do people understand I'm talking about TV the way it used to be?
Usually if you say cable, yeah, that's the older people, and such as me, yeah, we go back to that.
Yeah, because that's the way it started for a lot of people, right? The box. Funny that we talked about this. So the answer is you go, okay, that's how entertainment is. When you have a TV, you get over, if it has an antenna, that's if you have HDTV antenna. And then you have that. Those are free, 100%. ABC, NBC, free over the air. You have an antenna, you're good to go. You get that, you're good to go, right? And then there are other channels you go, ooh, more. We never had that. When Jess and I were growing up, we had, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 11, and Channel 13. 7 channels. Okay, and then we had the ones that no one watched, which were Channel 28, which was KCET, Channel 50 something, if you could get it, KCOP. Wait, was that the one? No, I'm getting that wrong with Channel 13. That was Channel 13. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is this. We have maybe 10 so many channels, right, that you could get over the air. Now when you go to it, Channel 2, there's 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. So that's 4 channels on the 2 channel. But that's not all CBS. Isn't that weird, Jess?
You know what? I never actually thought of it until now. Yeah, that is weird.
Here's why. The antenna, and I know this because I used to work for her, but he would say, oh, and I go, all right, whatever. But the answer is this. And when you think of it this way, you go, oh, that makes sense. The antenna is something that is out there, okay? It's a frequency, that's all it is. So in some areas when I say CBS, they go, that's not our channel over here. We're not channel 2, we're channel 8, or we're channel 9, or we're channel 11, CBS. Okay, that makes sense. For us here in LA, channel 2 is CBS. Okay? When you get that, you get everything. You go, oh, I get it. Okay, now our station is on 1490 AM, right, Jess?
Yes, it is.
Okay, could we be on a different number?
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
The answer is yes, but we have to change everything on how we broadcast it, okay? The antenna that we have, and Jess knows this because he sees it all the time, the antenna that we have, it's there. That allows it to go out. The frequency that we do, oh, I just had an idea. But the frequency that we do is we have to do and stick to 1490. Now, sometimes it goes into others because that's the way when you send out a signal through an antenna, that's what happens, okay? And technically, and they will say this, you got to put the antenna high up. The higher up, the better. Then you get further, okay? But some will say, well, that is and that is that is. Now, FM is everything. It's very, like, ooh, super clear. That's HD to what was, okay? What was. Now, if you go, I don't remember having an antenna. That's because you had cable, okay? So cable, 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 cable. When they run that wire and that wire goes into your TV, you go, that's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. So how do they send the internet through that, Jess?
It's called magic.
Thank you. Thank you. And those of you tuning in, I appreciate you. If you're wondering what we're talking about, Charter. We're talking about Charter. And here's why. I think Charter's going to get sued. Here's why. I used to do sales, Jess. Okay? And when I did sales, I was young. And as they would say, well, figuring it out. Okay? Figuring it out. But here's the thing, Jess. Here's the thing. Sometimes when... Sorry, we're getting a call. You never know. It's Applebees or not. I don't really know. But the answer is this. Charter is Charter. Charter, Charter. Okay, Charter. Why they're going to get sued? Because they're doing it in a way I go, oh, you have a problem there. If you've ever been in sales and you've been there through some time, you go, that's a problem. That they need HR to go, uh-oh, or legal to say, we're not doing it the right way. We're not doing it the right way. And I can tell you why. Because somebody pitched it that it could work, and you go, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now, this guy comes to your door, right? And he says, look, I have a special. That's really what he wants to say. And what he was really saying is, I'm not really here for you. I'm here for the guy next door to you because the guy next door to you will want cable at some point or internet at some point. And he's right because it's empty. Where we live, next door is empty. Is Applebee's ready to go, Jess?
No, that was actually Charter or whatever phone company here. We were having issues earlier this morning.
You see, they're on to us. They know. Are you kidding or are you joking? Because sometimes then you go, no, that was Applebee's.
No, I'm not joking. That Applebee's, I called them earlier, and yeah, I was just having a no dial tone, and so we had to call the phone company.
Oh, I needed to know that. Thank you, because they're going to blame me and say, he didn't call, and I go, what? You see, they never tell me these things. I didn't know that. So we have a problem with the phone lines, Jess?
Yes.
No wonder you said, we're not going to have... Because I got in trouble. I was off for 2 times, and I got in trouble for not being on the air. And I go, you do not pay me. You do not pay me. And yet I got reamed for not being on the air. When I go, I do it for free, right? I'm doing you a favor. And they would say, we're doing you a favor. That's why. I do so many things as a favor. Anyway, we need to do the math. So here's what I'm going to say. We're going to take a break. But here's what I'm going to say as well. Why do I think Charter's going to get sued? Because they already have a case. I worked for a company, and it's out. It's been out for a while. And it was on TV, and I used to work for a company that really got everything from Home Depot. So people thought they were Home Depot. And they go, well, we're a section of Home Depot. Okay, but we present ourselves as Home Depot, and then they started to slowly say, oh, we got to call ourselves that. So it was called U.S. Remodelers. U.S. Remodelers, okay? But what you don't understand is that those ones, when you go to Home Depot, they're under Home Depot guarantees, okay? Have you ever done like Home Depot and then you see those people that are there going, hey, by the way, do you have air conditioning or do you want a consultation? Have you ever seen that, Jess?
Oh yes, all the time.
Okay, that is not Home Depot. You go, what company are you? Now here's what Home Depot does. And this is what is happening everywhere. And you have to be very careful. Home Depot, what they do, and no one understands this, and some do when you present it. They go, yeah, I already know that. You go, okay. So you could put it on the Home Depot charge card, okay? And you go, oh, I have credit with Home Depot. Awesome. Awesome. So in a way, these are approved companies that Home Depot says we approve them. They go through things. That's why we use them. And you have our guarantees if it goes bad. Oh, okay, good to know. Good to know. So then you go, okay, you guys are approved. So they really should say, we are not Home Depot. We are contracted with them. But then there's this thing where they go, don't use contractors. You go, oh my God. So I don't know if you've ever, because if you don't pay the bill, you don't know. You don't know. But air conditioning right now is a thing there, and there, all over, because it is hot. It is hot. And if you wonder how hot it is, how hot is it, Jess?
It's fairly hot. I think we reached the hundreds yesterday, if I remember correctly.
And Jess is in an area where we have absolutely, if the AC goes out, oh Jess. But I think you would survive because you're in this block, which is concrete-ish, right?
Yes, it actually retains the temperature very well.
Unless it's at night, then it, right? Does it also retain, like, if it's been hot outside all throughout, and then you go, it's hot inside if the air's not on, or what?
No, actually, it's not that bad. I mean, as long as the door is closed, it stays relatively cool.
Got it. Okay. So here's the thing that I'm going to say. You have to be careful. We have good AC, but if there's no AC, it could be a pain in the butt. Especially when you go, the price is up. Yeah, I know. So here's what I'm going to say. Charter. You guys have to get it together because what I saw is a problem there. I could work for you. I could train your people, but you have a problem there, and there. And I don't want that problem. So the answer is you have to be careful. And here's why I say it's going to be a problem. He says, in a way, I like my job. He really does. I would work with him 100%. If they have that many people, 30 to 40 people. Oh, and I told him, I says, you know Spanish? He goes, yeah. I said, then say that. Say, I know Spanish. You guys can use me because you guys don't speak Spanish. Right? That's right, Jess?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a nice guy. Shy, but he will knock on the door and try to ask you a question, okay? But he's like, well, everybody has it. Now, he has this list and no one knows this. Which I go, why did you knock on our door because he was looking it up on his phone. And the phone, and you may not know this, but they have access because, they're the company. So he comes to your door, and I think because I said, what made you knock on our door? Because we have cable. Like, we have you guys. He goes, I was here for that guy because he's not moved in, evidently. And I told him, yeah, he doesn't move in until like a few days, to be honest. And he goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. And so he was like trying to get that one before they call and, of course, sign up. Okay, here's the funny thing. The guy who moved out months ago, but he's moving back in. Isn't that weird, Jess? You move out and then you move back in?
Yes, just a bit.
It's the weirdest thing. So anyway, of course he's going to sign up with everything again, even though he canceled it months ago, right? And wherever he went, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they canceled it. They got, somewhere else. I don't really know because when you move, right? So he's coming back. So instead of calling, and this is where I go, man, you're doing your people in. They say, in essence, in order to keep your job, you have to have so many per. It's a quota, okay? And sometimes they say, well, we understand, but. So you go through a training, you learn all the stuff, then you go out there on your own, and then you do what you do. Okay, here's why I say they're going to get sued. During coronavirus, I don't think people really like, but when you think about it, if you are going out in the public and something happens, what do you think is going to happen if you get hurt? Who's going to pay for that, Jess, when you're working for the company?
Hopefully the company.
You got it. Okay, so I told him that. I said, it may cost him his job, you never know. But I said, look, if they push it, you say that, because I really like this guy. I really like him. So I have a question. Since I'm working for you guys, and if something happens, who is the one to take care of me if I get hurt while I'm out on the job? What do you think is going to happen, Jess?
Either they're fired or I don't know.
And if you fire them on that question, I would say you have a case. You have a case. And here's why. Let's say you, Jess. We say, Jess? Oh, man. Gotta be careful here. Because I never understood this. I never understood I had rights. Okay, because here's what they do. When I was working for Charter, they would pay us $30, maybe a little, if we got more, cable signups. Okay? $30. You go, that's a lot. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And I now understand that. But it's month to month. You go, okay, so I get a little, not a lot, for you to sign up. There you go. And I pushed it hard. They say, yeah, you're supposed to get so many, this and that. But he's only sold 2 in 3 months' time. Do you think they're going to keep him, Jess?
2 in 3 months' time?
2 in 3 months' time.
No.
No. He said the first one was easy. I go, oh, I get you. So he has access to people's addresses. And he says, they're not connected. So I'm going to get to them before they connect. I get that. The problem is trying to find the people. Oh, so he's that guy. All right. And I says, what are your hours that you work? And he goes, well, and he wrote down the hours. I go, I can almost tell you with what you're doing, you're not getting the sales because you're not doing the hours the way you're supposed to. And I had him knock on some doors, and I really tried to help him out with a few people, but they were kind of rude. And I go, you're rude. You don't even know it. And then one was like, I think, but I don't know what my mother has. And that's the answer. He uses it, but he doesn't know what she has. So they don't talk. So you go, okay. So here's what I say. Look at your bill and then say to cable, how come I'm paying that much? Because they will raise it all of a sudden. Okay, and that's the answer. I told him, look, I do a show and I do it on your network. So I need it working all the time. There have been times it doesn't work. Oh, okay. Now, here's where I go, ooh. If he has access to this, he doesn't know how to do it because I don't think he got trained 100%. And sometimes they pull it from them. I don't know why. They go, that's not a lot. We don't make money there. We make money there. Because their main purpose, it's like a department. When you have a department, you go, what is your main purpose? To sell what we sell. It used to be, for at least when I got hired, cable TV. When it came out, internet, it was a new thing. And they had me go to something. I go, ooh, awesome. And they go, but that's a different department. We haven't trained you guys on that. But you can refer it to us. I just remembered that. You can refer it to us. Do you know how much money it is in internet, Jess?
No.
Take your month, times that by 10.
Good Lord.
Okay? Now, how much do you think you pay, Jess?
Too much?
See, Jess does not make the decision. It's okay. I don't make the decision either. But when my mother says, you know how much we're paying? I said, oh, no. Because here's what you need to understand. Sometimes, this is where they get you. You go, do I need that speed? What? So here's the thing, and here's why, and this will help you guys out there, and you'll say, I just saved money. You do and you don't. Here's why. You need to know how much speed you use. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you go, they just do it all of a sudden. Yes. So they give you a lot that you're never going to use. Okay? And when you get that, you go, I never use it. You never use it. I would probably, and here's a good, and I'll say this, Jess. You guys, do you know what speed is?
Yes, the download speed, upload speed.
Good. I'm glad you know that. Download speed is always faster than upload. But if you're a streamer, you want your upload fast. Okay? You want your upload fast. Very, 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 very important. The station, they used to not understand that. And I says, no. At the rate you're going, we're not fast enough. That's why you're having a problem there, and there. Oh, okay? When you get there, you go, that's our minimum that we need. If you have the wire or there's a crink in like your network, it can also create a problem. Look at your wires, and if there's like somebody rolled over it with something, that's why all of a sudden you gain less internet. So they would say, yeah, there's a lot of factors. We give you up to this speed. There you go. You go, okay, that makes sense. Then there's this stupid thing where they go, well, you have to pay for that. It's called insurance of the wire. They go, if there's a problem, then we'll fix it. Well, you better fix it because there's a problem. And then they don't want to do that work. Then they subcontract, and they don't have employees. They subcontract, and those people come in your house, and they're a subcontractor working with cable. Okay? That's a job, but then you go, oh. So I go, oh, security systems. No wonder. They're almost the same thing. So I said something to him. I says, look, once you get, and I said, look, I can help you. If you come back, I can help you because I could train you. I have trained people to like go real big or at least get better so that they can do what they need to do. If I, and this is where I probably should have gone the other way. I should have said, I can be a trainer. I'm really good with people when I see what they're doing. I go, you're doing that, and that. You need to do that, and that. And then you need to go with them. But here's what they do. They don't pay you for that. They say thank you, and then they take the credit. That's the manager. I will tell you right now, if I went into every company and I says, your managers need to get fired, and here's why. They're not doing what they say they do. They go, I'm the manager. Shoot. Too big. The answer is this. Managers, though, are supposed to be salespeople with a little bit of something. When they get... Have you ever worked for a sales manager, Jess?
No.
All right.
Like selling stuff? No, I have not done that.
Never? Okay. People that have ever worked for sales go, I hate it. I'll tell you why you hate it. It's the manager. When you have a good manager, and thank God, a lot of companies I worked with, they had a really good manager, okay? But sometimes they hit on your girl behind your back. That's not a good manager. If our company, Jess, hit on your girl behind your back, what would you do?
I don't feel comfortable saying it on the air.
Thank you. So that's the answer, okay? You do not hit on other people's woman around the back, okay? That's when I worked for Home Depot. I know who you are, Mr. Home Depot. So the answer is this. Look, I get it, everybody, whatever. But I brought in my girl at the time. We worked together, and then they took her and says, we're going to put you on other leads. And I go, all right. But I should have enforced, and here's why I think it's going to happen in a way, because in a way people are really hurting out there. If you get hired, try to bring in your girl with you, okay? If you get hired in a sales anything, and you go out to people's houses or people's apartments or people whatever, go with the person and it will be easier to do your job, okay? It will be easier to do your job. And here's why I say that. The person you go with will make it easier for people to open the door to you. It will also make it easier for the person and or people to go, oh, I trust you as a couple. Okay? And Jess, I know you, I recommend you all the time. The guy that showed up at my door, he looked a little like he was off the street, not going to lie. And they put him in pants in 100-degree weather. And he says, this is my uniform. How come you're not wearing shirts? Because this is what they tell us to wear. That is why, oh my God. So here's what I'm going to say. I can write a book on this. Sales. And I told him, don't ever on a Friday. He goes, what? Don't ever on a Friday. Those are the worst sales, okay? When you understand sales and you understand people that sell, you go, I don't ever want to work in sales. Now, the nice people go, I used to be in sales. That's because they know what it takes. If you've ever been in sales, Jess, and you go, well, I was in a form of sales. Yeah, you forget about the training. Upselling, would you like that? Would you like this? Would you like some of that? When you worked for the, what store did you work for again when you did video?
I worked for Hollywood Video.
Thank you. Okay, Hollywood Video, in a way, trains you to sell or upsell, okay? Ask for this, ask for that, ask for this, okay? You're making money for the company, okay? Very important, very important. When Jess says to you, would you like some popcorn with that? Would you like to maybe rent another one? Because that is money in the pocket for the video company. Okay, because guess what? They go, wow, there's a special there? It's because we want to hold you on your refund ever and ever, because you're never going to return it, and we're going to charge you for it. And that's how we make our money. Right, Jess?
Oh, yes. That was one of the worst parts I hated about working at Hollywood Video is always having to sell people popcorn, soda, and all this other stuff. I'd be like, this person does not need popcorn or soda. Stop it.
Yeah, you got it. They don't need popcorn or soda. So the answer is this. It's how you make money for the company. Now, here's where I go. It's going to be a problem there, there, and there. Now, some people say, but you're supposed to make money for the company. I get that. I'm glad you're that person. But the answer is, if you get hurt on the job, you have to, and I stress this so much, you have to go there. Okay, you have to. Now, some say, do I really want to be? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because at the end of the day, now, if Jess got hurt on the job, or somebody came in and shot everybody up, do you think Jess has a case to say, please protect me?
I hope so.
Thank you. See your face, you're like, wait, what? It's been happening left, right, and center, Jess. Everybody's getting shot at the store. That's why they're like, no, right? If you look it up, look at the news, and you go, they're getting shot there, they're getting shot there, they're getting shot there. You have to be careful, okay? Insurance. Hope we're insured. But the answer is this. Some people, like Jess got hurt on the job. He hasn't said anything. I say it before they get rid of you. Okay, that's what I say. And some go, wait, why would you say that? Because they're supposed to protect you. When you're working for them, they're supposed to protect you. You are working for them, not the other way around. You have to remember that. That's number one. Number two, this is why you're going to get so hurt out there. All of you people that are doing sales, door to door, okay? Door to door. You're probably doing it in a way where they go, oh no, here we go. Now the problem is this. Somebody opened the door, I can almost guarantee it, but they never thought about it, okay? They never thought about it. Let's say you get bit by a dog, Jess, for doing your job. What do you think happens?
I don't know. Good question.
Man, no one ever, right? No one, they go, well, you didn't see the dog. You have a dog that you... Now, some people are weird out there. Okay, some people are weird. They have a dog. The dog gets loose. You get bit. There you go. Right? Mailman, right? Mailman. They have a suit, not against the homeowner. They should have, I get taken care of, right? You're not going to fire the person for getting bit, right?
I would hope not.
Right. Okay. There you go. So that's the answer. Okay. Insurance. It's called liability. Okay, liability. I get that now. I get that. I so understand that now. The answer is some companies say, we will put people out there to sell for you. But when they go, it's expensive. You know why? You have to pay insurance because now if there is a problem, and you never know, and somebody says, I need to get protection or I need my medical bills taken care of, that's what insurance is supposed to do. So when companies come, they say, we got a lot of people that we've trained. We could do this, that, and the other. What they haven't done, you go, do you have liability insurance? What do you mean? And that's the answer. Okay, so if you want to go into business and you're really good at training people, and I know a lot of people that are really good at training. I've seen them. They run programs. They run stuff. They say, I could train you for this. I could train you for that. I could train you for this. And then boom, boom, boom. Because sales used to be one where I would say you could sell and you could make a lot of money everywhere. Okay? Because it's one of those where no one wants to sell, and yet they do because they need money. Okay? I used to say it's very easy. And it is easy. It's the people you have to work with. The people you have to work with, A, don't sell. They say they sell. They haven't sold in a while. And they don't know what it's like out there, especially in the heat. Now, let's just say this guy was really nice, young. He said he was 30. He looked 18. Not going to lie. If you saw him go, he looks 18. Guaranteed, Jess. If I showed you a picture, you would say he's 18. He's not. He's 30. So he goes, look, I just got the job. I just met with the guy. Oh, and he meets with the guy today and the team because they meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Don't ever do that as a company. Don't ever. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Never meet with your team twice, because I'll tell you this. Whoever does that is stupid. Do you know why, Jess?
No, I do not.
I'll tell you why. That person is so dumb because they are dumb. Every person that's ever been a salesperson goes, you know what? When I think about it, they're actually dumb. They are. The person that's okay with twice a week in sales is a person who wants to, in essence, say, well, we want you there. They want to punish you. They want to punish you. Okay, that's the answer. They want to punish you. Never, and I heard this from someone. He was very smart. He says, never take someone from what they do when they do. Okay? Never. Because it takes time to have to go in, listen to a whole whatever they talk about, unless they learn something. But you're going to do that twice a week? That's the stupidest thing ever. I can tell you right now they're not going to make money. And I can tell you at some point they're going to go, oh. And that's Charter Spectrum. Stupid. Stupid. I see you guys watching. Comment if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. If you've been a manager, I could tell you right now, go back in the field, and they say they do. They don't. They don't. They don't. But you know what they'll do, Jess? And I don't know if you ever had someone come in. See, I think you probably work in really nice ones, and you never had this. If you ever have one where you actually have a situation, sorry, somebody's messaging me. Sometimes they go, get off the air, you're saying too much. Oh, no, it's information I need to know or not. I don't really know. The answer is this. What is that, Jess?
Oh, that I wasn't sure if you saw it. I was waiting for you to look at it later. It is the trailer for Avengers Doomsday.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see that. All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Ooh, that's kind of important, Jess.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
This is Chuck Hayes.
And I'm David Gould.
Hey, Las Vegas Checker Flag Report, airing every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. on AM 1490, KMET 98.1 FM. David, what are we going to do in regards to Formula One this year?
Well, we better get your bags packed and get your passport ready because we're going to be going to Asia. We're going to Europe. We're going to South America. And we're going to Vegas.
That's the Las Vegas Checker Flag Report, every Thursday, 10 a.m. here on AM 1490 KMET.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 Queen Pillow Top Sale on now.
You're running out of letterhead. What do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
Tired of waiting in line for overpriced coffees and packaged rolls? Make a change and stop for coffee or espresso and a fresh homemade apple fritter or ham and cheese croissant at Donut Delight on Highland Springs Road in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight is a family-owned business with a friendly staff who has served the Pass area for 22 years. Donut Delight on the corner of Highland Springs Road and Ramsey Street, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight opens daily at 4:30 a.m.
Hollywood Live today. We appreciate you. I'm losing it, man. Why do I have the beer? Because I'm trying to get I'm trying to get. It was a hard sell, Jess. I'm not going to lie. The guy came to the door, and you know what I said to him? I says, "I have a show, and I know the way I look, Jess. I know the way I look." And I go, "This is going to be a hard sell." I go, "I do radio." He goes, "All right." And I go, "I do ABC, KBT." He goes, "Okay." So I had to show him, and he's following me on Instagram, so I appreciate the guy. But I'm like, I get it. So I showed him my picture on Instagram. It does not match what you see. I go, I'm buried underneath this, but I got to get rid of it. That's the answer. All right. Let's see. All right. Anything else, Jess?
No, I keep thinking of you in Castaway, but hopefully you will see that trailer I sent you later today.
No, I already saw it. But here's the thing, Jess. Here's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it. But shouldn't they be talking about Spidey right now?
That is true. We are talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man comes out next week. I already have my ticket purchased, and I think the Doomsday trailer was. I know they're trying to promote their movie because right now they're in competition with what's the other movie that's coming out? Dune 3. That is also come out around the same time.
Look, they're gonna make a lot of money, and I hope they do. But it's right in time for Christmas, okay? But here's what I'm gonna say. Oh my God! Here's what I'm also gonna say. Oh no! If they do what happened to D, I go, oh no, oh no, oh no, because they're there, but are they? They're there, but are they? They're there. Then there's theories. Do you know what that means? I go, yeah, but. So I don't really know. I'm in that mode where I go, because I got excited for some movies, and then you go, but where's it gonna go? Oh. Right, Flash. I was about it. You go, I don't get it. But that's what Spidey's doing. Spidey's doing that multiverse, okay? And I will say this. There are some things I want to see, but they're all over the place. Green Lantern, it ties in to D, but it's on HBO, I believe, right? Am I wrong on that, Jess?
No, you are correct. It is on HBO.
Yeah, and that's a whole verse. You go, oh, and it's never looked so good. The Lanterns have never looked so good. And that goes into space and beyond. Now, Marvel is in space because Fantastic Four went there. And now they're tying in the Four, right? You go, oh, you got to watch that to that, and that. And I think Thunderbolts ties into Four as well, right, Jess?
Yeah, I believe everything up to this point all merges together. Since they had to like reshuffle because of what happened with King.
This is exactly. Oh, right. I forgot about that. See? Oh, and I think they're doing tie-ins again and again. So you almost kind of have to go, okay, I have to see that one, to see that one, to see that one, to see that one. Okay. And that's where they make money. If they do one of these before Doomsday comes out to go, this is where they're going, you go, okay. But here's what I think is happening, Jess. I think, like Flash and like Wonder Woman, you go, where's the Wonder Woman was supposed to come out? I'm not going to lie. I really think they shelved it. And I think they shelved it in the middle of it being done because they were going to redo it. Well, here's what I say. They should just let it go, do it, and then have the verse like Marvel. Marvel is doing all kinds of things, and they all tie in at some point, right? Because you see a lot of people from all the verse of all the other ones. You get it? Sorry, I just had a moment because I remember Wakanda. What's his name? Died. But they have a tie-in there, and there. And then they change it, and you go, oh, that makes sense. So here's what I'm saying. Spidey, Venom, right? Venom, I did not understand. I go, how's that going to happen? But Marvel's Marvel. So, but if they do what DC did, Gal Gadot should still be Wonder. She's right there. And I believe they were introducing, if you remember, I think it was number 2, they were going to bring in the other Wonder, which is the one that originally played Wonder, but she was going to be like an Amazon lady. I can't not remember her name. She played the original Wonder Woman in the 80s. Do you remember that, Jess?
Yes, I do.
They allude to it. I think it's at the end of the end. Like after the end credits, you go, that's but then we have new people that are coming in and they're basically gonna change it up. You go, okay, I like where they're going with it, I do. But go back, that way you can go where you're gonna go. That's Marvel. Marvel's doing that left, right, and center. So you go, okay, so Doomsday Avenger, awesome, cannot wait. Looks good. I have a theory about it. Do you know how long it's gonna be though, Jess?
I don't. I want to say more than 2.5 hours, but right now it's all up in the air, considering it doesn't come out for another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I want it to be like as many hours as possible, even the boring scenes, and then give me the edited, and then I'm good. Right? No, maybe so? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The longer the better, because there's a lot of things to tell.
Yes. Okay, now, I went on a rant, and I may go on a rant after this, I don't really know. But here's what I'm going to say, so to wrap it up for y'all, because I've realized if you guys watch, you probably either A, are busy, or B, do not care. Because I go, I didn't ever address that. I should have addressed it. Here's the answer, okay? Charter needs to get together. Now, Jess, you have never, unless you need a job, like let's say we go bye-bye, and we could, you never know. You never know what can happen to ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. You just don't know. We go bye-bye and you go, I'm out of a job. And then you go into sales. Don't do sales, Jess. Don't do sales. But if you do sales and they pay you, take the money and take the money. That's all I'm going to say. Take the money. Then you go, they make me do this, they make me do that. And that's probably where you're going to want to quit, Jess. Because you go, ah. That's all I'm going to say. All right? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm the type of person where just leave me be and I'll do my work.
I could tell you who can make it in sales, and I could tell you who will surprise me at some point. And like this guy says, you really don't want to be there. He goes, no, I want to be there. And I was like, you do. Because he got referred to the job. Okay? But sometimes in sales, what they do is they put a lot of people in, and they go, okay, we'll see what happens. And that's it. Okay? So I think that's what they did. But here's why I say it's going to be a problem. If he gets hurt, he doesn't know, because again, they're making him dress a certain way. I go, I get uniform, I get that. I go, what other jobs have you had? He goes, I've had delivery jobs. Okay, that makes sense, because you look like somebody that would deliver for Amazon. Or like one of those other ones where they come to your door, they leave a package, there you go. I really thought he was dressed that way. Now, he had a badge, which you need, and he had his picture on it. But the way he was dressed with the little yellow, which says, don't hit me, right? I go, that's actually good. I like that. Because on the back it said Spectrum. I go, okay, that makes sense. For anybody that wonders, because sometimes they call the cops on you. Sometimes they want to kick you out. You go, no, we're those guys. You go, oh, that makes sense. So what I told him is, get with the managers of every apartment in the area that you're assigned. He goes, because I only get this for so many days. I go, that makes sense. That makes sense. So if you have them come to your door, ask him or her. Women don't really do this job, but I would put them as teams and then let them do it. Sometimes they go house over house selling, because it is sales, what you're going to get at some point, internet. But here's what they have as well, phones. And I go, ooh, phone. I go, how much is the phone? He goes, $30. Oh, I'm about that right now. So $30 for a phone, Jess. Would you get it?
$30. Yeah, that's not too bad of a price.
Spectrum. Okay, I have a theory about that, but whatever. So it used to be, put it on your bill. Okay, you're ready to get it. Awesome. And then I go, it's a month to month. They go, oh, wait about that. So you go, whoa. Anyway, credit. If you know credit, you go, oh, yeah, they got to have your credit. I forgot about that. So that's all I'm going to say. But he's not getting paid enough. He's probably going to get at some point. I have his number. I have him on Instagram. And I says, well, but he's in the area where we're probably going to run into him. So I'm probably going to see him again. So I'll probably have an update at some point. But here's what I'm going to say. Charter, if you're listening, I know you're not. But if you are, get it together, man. Because you're putting your people out there and they could get sick. What happens when he has to go inside? Or let's say he doesn't go inside, but the person comes outside and they're sick and he gets another virus. What if that happens, Jess?
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, now he's sick. What's he going to do? Does he have insurance? No. You know when they give you insurance, Jess? When you have so much time there, if at all. They make it hard, Jess.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so that's now he can get a job within the company. But I have a theory about that. And the salespeople, I love you. But if you get the manager position, stay in sales. But here's what they do with sales positions. They pay you more, but now you have to manage a team. Okay? Then there's a person that comes in and trains. They should pay and just get rid of the manager, because the managers are stupid. Managers think they have control. Then they get stressed out because they got to go to the mean. How come we're not making money is what they want to say. But what they say is, you got to help us. Now, if you're that manager, you're a good manager. You say, you got to help us. It's not easy out there. They go, oh, no. They go, it's easy. You go, no. That's called marketing. And if you understand how much you pay for marketing, then you understand why we're there. We're there. There you go. But the way you guys go about it, and you go about it, because they're raising your price without telling you. They say, well, you get more. You go, I don't need that. Know the speed. You will cut down and say, I don't need $80. That's a gamer who does a lot. But if you go, oh, I only need this, you could probably get it for $50, $60. Then you're good to go. The person doors down says, I get it for $30. I go, you obviously don't use the internet, but you have a little one, so that little one's going to say, I want the internet, you dummy. And that's the answer today. Okay, I'm out of time. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is living. I'll live it well. Bye, everyone. And we're off the air. Okay, so here's the thing. People, I know you're not listening, but I wish you were. The answer is this. Y'all, okay, if you're ever in sales, we could talk. If you're not in sales, I don't really know. But here's the thing, and no one wants to admit it. Sales manager is stupid. That's the answer. What? They are. They are. Sales managers are stupid. Stupid. And usually they get brought in from somewhere else. You go, where did you work before this? Oh, I worked there. Then why are you managing me on what I'm doing? Because I don't think you do it. Because they have an answer for everything. Oh, I'm big there, I'm big there, I'm big there. You got, all right. You have the hookup. I get that. Now, the person who worked their way up, they go, no, I used to make a lot of money. There, and there. Where? You lie, you dummy. You don't even know. You know training. You know what other people, because I've seen it. I go, that is that one, that is that one, and that is that one. That's not even original. I've heard that before. All right? Again and again. They go, no, we're good in sales. We're good in sales. I'm pretty sure you're not, if you look at your numbers. I'm pretty sure. And sometimes the numbers change. You go, uh-oh, yeah. Or you go, we didn't count for that. Because people lie. That's the answer. You go, I thought, or I forgot to ask. You're right. I forgot to ask. How many do you want to be hooked up? But you go, I know if I'm going to ask that, I'm going to lose it. They go, how much? Because then they charge you per line. And sometimes they'd say, oh, do this, do that. And you go, you're listening to the wrong person. That person's going to get you in trouble. You go, oh, policy. What you're not supposed to do. I go, oh, my God. But at the end of the day, and I've been there, look, Home Depot, okay, Home Depot. Home Depot wasn't really the one. And maybe if they would have done a little bit more, they would have said, that's going to create a problem. It was. The company I worked for was called U.S. Remodelers. I think they renamed themselves or something. Probably if I look them up or whatever. But the answer is we used to go to people's homes and people thought we were Home Depot. Oh, yay. Oh, shoot. And then, every now and then it comes out on the presentation, but it's all Home Depot labeled. You go, well, about that. And then it's right there. They go, who are you? That's who Home Depot uses. They use us. Huh? Right. The way it works, you're really not going to want to hear this or you're going to want to kick me out at this point. Here's the answer. They don't do it themselves. Just, And sometimes, this is so funny, they go, we're actually in competition with them. I go, but they have a team right there. When you go in and you go, I want to meet with the Home Depot person, they go, that's a team of a team. I thought that was Home Depot too, right? When you want to get your kitchen done, right? They go, meet with the consultant. Is that Home Depot or no? I'm so confused. So you go, okay. Maybe that's another, is that another working as, I thought that was Home Depot. Okay, I did not know that one. Because we would sell against them. We say, why do you want this when you can have that? We go, all right. So the person would do it, and you go, all right. Refacing, it was a thing. And I did that, made a lot of money. And we go, because it's actually kind of true when you think about it, when you do the math, but then when you think about it, you go, oh, about that. So I don't really know. If you reface, sorry, it's a job. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Because now I'm getting calls from people that were customers that go, you kept my information for how many years? A lot of years. They kept my information. Wow. Man, I hate to be that guy. This guy would get so many referrals from other people, But then you go, they're going to call you. You're going to want to change your number. That's what companies do. They do that, right? They do that. Companies change their number. Now, if I could go back in time and say, Aaron, I know you want that job. I know it pays. But people actually know what's going on. So you're going to problem there, and there. Because companies say, oh, we're going to be around forever. You don't know the future. You go, aww. Because it used to be part of the thing. I used to say, look, do you think they're going to be around? The company is not around anymore. I can almost guarantee that. But the product they use is still around. But we were told to say this. So you go, all right. We were told to say it, and I believed it. I go, I'm never going to sell something I'm not. And it's true. I would put them in my own home. A couple of them I actually did put in my home, but I go, uh-oh, there's a problem. Okay, nothing's perfect. I get that. So there you go. Because sometimes here's a good test. You go, would you put this in your home? They go, not really. I like you. I like you so much. I like you. We awesome. What would you put in your home? I would put this, not that. If you're working somewhere else, would you say that? I'd actually use that one. I like you. I'm going to give you the business. You're awesome. And that's where I'm at. Okay, that's where I'm at. Those people, I love those people. All right, they don't want to say it, but they go, I'm not supposed to say this. But those people, I like those people. They're honest. You ever gone somewhere and you eat something and they go, have that. And you go, have you eaten it? I don't really eat anything here. Is it because you cannot afford it or they don't give you for free? they make us pay for it. That makes sense. They should really give it for free if they really want to sell it, don't you think? I think so, but what are you going to do? He really wants to say, I don't know what to do. These people are weird. When he's a manager, he goes, right, we do that. All right. You guys got to give the employees for free. They will be an advocate. They go, oh, I like that, and that for free. Okay? That person needs money, and that person is just, I don't hear it because it's expensive, is what he wants to say. Or I don't have money, or I don't have time. Okay? And then they go somewhere else. You go, okay, that makes sense. But you go, you used to work there. Yeah. What do you like there? Nothing. Did you eat there? Not really. Did you have anything? Did you ever wonder why they was ordered all the time? I'll give you an example. Stuffed mushrooms. I used to wonder, stuffed mushrooms, why do you guys order that? I finally had a stuffed mushroom. Does not look good to me. Does not look appetizing. Had it. That's actually not that bad. Stuffed mushroom. Not that bad. If you want someone to eat a stuffed mushroom, put cheese. Empty it out. Stuffed mushroom. I don't know how you guys order this left, right, and center, but they do. It's so weird. They put it in, and maybe I don't know if they put anything else in it, and then they have that like garlic butter and all that stuff. You go, that's actually good. It's actually good. I actually like it. Now having a, because you go, who likes mushroom? You people that say you like mushroom, you were raised in a way where it was a thing where you were eat it. That's the answer. Or not, I don't really know. I know it's good for you. Blah 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 blah. All right, but there you go. So the answer is, look, they don't always have money. And, like, okay, I'll give you an example. There's somebody, I love them so much. They're on another, I'm not going to say because I don't get them in trouble. They're doing some things that probably go, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. If they had their HR look at it, they go, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. And then they had their health department look at it, they go, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. But, what are you going to do? The answer is this. They at least say, look, eat it. We don't care. They go, that's our product. Nah, shut up. You want the people that work for you to be... You don't want them to steal. You don't want them to have to, I get stupid health department. I get that. And I get policy. I get that because they're too big and they don't know. There you go. But if because they make them pay for it. Okay. What they do at some of these places is they give you a employee discount, but you go, all right. And so I used to be one who I loved it. Loved it. It was 50% off. I go, ooh, what do you want? All right. They would order it for me. I'd get it. Boom. Awesome. I knew how it was cooked. I knew how it was. I knew. All right. I go for 50% off. That is awesome. But when I think about it, I should have got that for free. Because when you think about all the stuff they put you, all the stuff, and you go, yeah, about that. Because I don't know if I should say this. We're at a time where I go, at some point it's not even going to be a thing. But, why not? Everybody else is. The government is making you, in some things and not all, this, that, and the other. All right, whatever. And in some things, they go this, that, and the other. All right, and then this, that, and the other. Okay, you go, all right. When they just let it go, because it's really dumb. That's the answer. So in a way, they're kind of putting it there where people are going to get more mean, where people are not going to want, no, here we go. So the answer is all of a sudden people are like, you know what, forget it. I don't want to do business anymore. You guys are creating a problem there, creating a problem there, creating a problem there, and creating a problem there, and you're creating a problem there. Now, insurance should cover it all. But it's expensive when you see it. You go, oh, wow. They go, yep, there's our profit. Bye-bye. And that's the answer, okay? Insurance. Get with the insurance people, and then you will figure out what you really need to charge and what you need to do when you do. Okay, when you get with the insurance people, go with that. Because I can almost guarantee you no one does that. No one does insurance right at the beginning. People do insurance when they have to, okay? When you do insurance at the beginning, you go, it's going to cost me how much? About that. Insurance. Okay, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, insurance. You never know what's going to... And then you don't even know if that's covered. You go, oh, boy. I talked to somebody, they were very smart. They says, no, I the moment something happens, I always... And they literally were like, I don't know if they went with another insurance, you never know. But you go, sometimes what they say you're getting is not what you're getting. You go, oh, no, here we go. Yeah, so insurance. If you have insurance, yay. If you don't, oh. Now, people that are smart take advantage of the system of insurance, okay? They go, I know that, and I know that, and I know that. And then they talk about them behind the back. Okay, that's companies. Guys go, can you believe they do that? But you should really say, huh, you know what? I kind of wonder why. I kind of wonder why. Why is this person calling? I'm on. Can't you see I'm on? They don't watch. I'm wondering if I should take a break. Well, there they go. Huh, weird. They should say, I'm so sorry, that was dumb. Yeah, dumb. All right, whatever. Wonder if I should call him back. All right, well, you never know. Too much. Yeah, you never know. He knows when I'm off. Oh, we're moving to another day, by the way. Or not. I don't know. It could change. I don't know why he's calling. Maybe I heard what I said. It says, how dare you? Oh, my God. Don't talk about that. Oh, my God. Probably has a question. That makes sense. Okay, well, anyway, the answer is this. It's very simple. If you're a company, you have to have insurance. When you have insurance, yay. When you don't, liability, because you never know. Now, there are some people go, I'm not going to sue you. Don't worry about it. Yay. And you're probably that person. A lot of people don't. Okay? A lot of people don't. They don't push it. And I'm not going to lie. I wish I could. There's so many times they go, should. Because they don't care about you. When they care about you, the people care about you. Does the company care about you? It depends. If you meet the owner and you go, oh, you do care, even better. When they don't, you go, about that, right? Just saying. You all know who you are. All right, anyway, it looks like I got to go. I got to make a call. Should I take a break and go off? I don't really know. I never know. It's kind of boring anyway. But insurance. Or I should take a call. You'll hear it. Or it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to go on break. I like this thing that Twitch does. They do this. We'll be back right after this, and they show clips. It's really smart. I really like it. It's when the data goes out, and it just goes, oh, going to a clip, because they're keeping it on. I don't know how they enable it, though. Facebook doesn't do that. YouTube, don't know if they do it. LinkedIn definitely doesn't do it. I wonder why he's calling. He goes, it's important. Is it? Just want to know. Do you? Calling at a weird time. I have a theory. All right. All right. Well, I got to go anyway. But let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I was going to do a story. Or no, I don't really know. You ever get that where you go, is it important or is it not? Then that wasn't important. All right. Or they make it like it's important. Okay, so now you want to know. All right. Oh, I should probably go. All right, make it great day. Whatever you do, remember life is for living, live it well. And remember, insurance, okay? Insurance. It's that word you don't want to hear, and yet you go, you never know what's going to happen. Even for you. You should really ask that. You could, you have to be careful. Don't ever do that thing where it's made up. Don't ever do that, okay? Remember, insure, and insure for you. Ooh, that's a title. There you go. All right. Anyway, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember, life is living. Live well. Bye, everyone. Okay, just found out it was not that important. Okay, it was a follow-up on something, which is weird when they follow up, but you go, all right, I'm going to look at this. Why did it say that? It's a weird statement. And all right, that's kind of normal-ish unless it change. It's an agreement. Interesting. Agreement. I just sign them. What are you going to do, right? And then you look at it, you go, really? Why? Do you know what says that? All right. You know how many? I've signed so many agreements. So many. All right. I'll just say sign it for me. How about that? Okay. So dumb. All right. Let's see what else. I had it, huh? You guys ruined my that. Whatever. It's basically how to get everything from you and not give you anything. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I can tell you're not listening. All right, let's see. Figure it out. I said I don't have a printer. I don't know why you sent it. You used to have a printer. I don't know why the stupid printer's not working. Do you have a printer? I need a printer. What an agreement. Wow. All right. So done. All right. Okay, let's see what else. What else? I gotta shave. Maybe it'll be nicer when I shave. I gotta shave. Gotta shave. My God. Gotta shave. I really think I'm going for a roll. That'd be great if they go, oh, I want you for that. Yes, you know how I look. Yeah. It's bad. What else? If it means that. You guys are putting weird stuff on agreements. It's the weirdest thing. What does that mean? Oh. Are you doing that? No more people are going to cancel. Oh my God, you look like... Really? I don't have a printer. Like... What if I were to push it? What would happen? I don't have a printer. It says, should I say this? Do I hold myself to something? Not on the air. This is just, why? I get it, because you can. Then you go, oh. I have literally been given something, and I did not sign it. You know why? Because it was technically not supposed to be a thing. You ever get that, and you go, and then you sign it, and they go, hey. You go, ooh, about that. Because you don't know about your right. You have a right. Whenever people put stuff in an agreement, you go, that just opened a door you don't want. You don't want. Especially when they read it, they go, what does that mean? You go, ooh, I don't know. You should ask them. I didn't put it together. I might do that from now on. If I'm ever doing that again, where I'm in sales or something like that, or an agreement, because I've done a lot of agreements, and it's not my agreement. I don't put it together. It's usually copy and paste from somewhere. You go, oh, that's where you got. Oh, you just changed. Oh, you just changed. Oh, that's why. I go, what? And then they say, our legal department. You're delete. Because when you know what that does, it creates a problem. You, please. Please. Anyway, I'll sign it. I still know how to sign it. I don't have a printer. I said it. Now you say, and I barely see it right now, but they say, buy, sign it. You go, but I just got it. I have no way to print it. Can you sign it? I don't know what I'm going to say. It's the weirdest thing. I go, weird. Sign it. Do you know what that does? Do you know what that does? It says you say, can you put that? Oh, shoot. Yeah. I get it. You really want to say, so you don't sue us. I get that. Alright. I just, whatever. They go, ha 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 ha. You know, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They say, read it before you sign it. Do you ever? Do you ever? They used to have this thing. I actually liked it. It was a thing where you run it by them. They would say, oh, this, that, and the other is a problem. Thank you. But it was like so much a month. They haven't changed the name. Or not, I don't really know. Prepaid legal. They say we have... Man, I get that. Because I asked them a question. They say you could phone us anytime. But the guy I talked to, I don't think he knows. And I asked him, and he goes, well... I guess he was trying. You never know. I gave him a hard one. But, right? Advice. Right? I used to think advice, but now right? People go, well, I look it up. I go, yeah, but that's not right now. Consultation, right? I could probably sell that now. Probably could. I know. Used to like it. Per month, you have access to this, and this. You're gonna need that, so it pays for itself. Or does it? Don't know. It's monthly. I remember meeting with them. I said, "This is the best thing ever. You put something together." But we're living out of time. I think I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. Oh, there's your burn right there. You don't know. I really don't want to be with a problem. That's the answer. Sometimes I go, can you just get rid of me? Can you just get rid of me? Just get rid of me. The beard says that, right? Get rid of me, please. Get rid of me. When they get rid of you, go, you got rid of me? How dare you? Usually it's a company going bye-bye. They just don't know they are. Every time I've been letting go of, or I wanted to, like, they've been gone within months. And I go, there's the answer. It was there the whole time. The whole time. You ever been that? I can almost say you're around someone when they go, for some reason, it's right there. They go, the rain on the wall. And people want to say it, and they don't, and they do, and they don't. You think they're your friends. You really do, because you go, I know you're a friend. But then, you know, I don't really know. You go, are they your friend? They should be your friend. You know, they're all nice to you. They're all kind, and then boom, boom, boom. Thought you were a friend. What happened? Don't know. That's all I'm going to say. Twitch, you guys got to get it together. You guys are creating problems there. You ever have that where you have a window open, and then you have another window open, you have another window open, and another, and then your mouse goes bye-bye? Yeah, about that. Weird. I don't know how to make them back. I know I've done it, and it was Alt-Tab, but that's not working either, evidently. I don't want to do that, but alright, here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's Windows M. Do that, then you're good to go. It's the little, maybe different on Mac, I don't really know. But you do the minimize, look for that, and then minimize everything, and then you get, it back. It hides it. It's a bug. It's definitely a Twitch bug, because when I do other things, it doesn't do that. But Twitch, I don't know what they use. All right. Anyway, yeah. Well, I guess that's it. You know, Twitch goes on and on and on. And Twitch does this really, it takes a clip and just does it. Or the people watching go, ooh, I want to clip. It does. And somebody says, Twitch, clip that. I wonder if it does that. Because if you go with Twitch and you chat in Twitch, I wonder if YouTube has that. You never know. Because I go, YouTube is copying Twitch on stuff. When they do the superstars or you can make money, they can donate. All right? I have a theory about that. I really think I should do that. But they go, we want that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't pay me. You literally don't pay me. It literally says it. You don't pay me. Is that why? Is that why? Is that why? Who's calling now? Get off the air. Stop. You guys. I'm mourning. That's the other. But you can almost tell they don't care. They go, you go, do you understand? They go, yeah, I know. And you don't care. Jose Luis died. Okay, ever since Jose Luis died, some will probably have a theory going, that's when you let it go, huh? The beard, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, why? But it was really Budapest. When Budapest came, I go, oh, no wonder. Right? It's a role. I can be in a film with a... You know, some people never get in movies. And then they, like, let it go, and then they get in movies. And they don't ever... There are some people... Okay, there's a guy. I can almost tell you he did that. When they get a beard, they go, it is my money. It's my money. When I shave, they don't want me. When I have the beard, they want me. It's a role. It's a role. It's a thing. There are some people, when they shave, they go, yeah, it's weird. I don't get called. I put a... All of a sudden I get called. Western. I could be in a Western area. Would you know? I don't think you would. I could be in a Western. With this beard, I could be in a lot of stuff. I'm not going to lie. I have coloring kind of like, but not. Oh, it's a little off there. Well, never mind. It was Samuel Gibson, whatever. It's how they shave it, too. You go, can you work with that? But when you look at it, the hair is all over the place. My eyebrows literally have their own, like, everything. I understand. I really gotta get a haircut. That's the answer. Let's see what else. Yep, there it is. Going. I'm not gonna work. Yeah, I get that. All right. It's Windows. There's an icon with your Windows. That and M as a minimize, and then it minimizes all your windows. And you go, oh, there's my cursor. If you get stuck, just so you know. Just so you know, because if you're running other, and it goes, I don't see my mouse. Just window. It's a little at the bottom left, and then M. It's technically a box. Not sure what that word is, but whatever. So that's the answer. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Not working. All right, minimize. Bring you back. Twitch is really creating a problem there. I like Twitch, but I like Twitch. I like Twitch, but yeah, see, there it is again. It does this thing where it takes over, and then it goes, I don't think so. You go, what was taking over? Twitch. All right, well, we're out of time. I don't think I can actually shoot. Okay, maybe I can. No, I cannot. Twitch. All right, well, whatever. I think you have to run it without Twitch, and then you're good to go. Okay, that makes sense. So all I'm going to say is this. You. I mentioned you. How about that? I guess that's it. I guess I didn't need to come back on because you go, that's it. That's all you wanted. To sign something that I probably should give, like, you know. I mean, you're going to do it anyway. You move me. You know what I'm going to do. You ain't going to let it go. It's not that. I get in theory, but yeah, you don't even know. It's to protect you, is it? I've signed things, but I go, ooh. And I've never said change that. Not going to happen. I just go with it. Whatever. Alright, get where you're going. But man, when you know, you go, oh, you. What? We didn't say that? Because you put things there I didn't agree upon. When you put things there I didn't agree upon, I go, wait, what? See that right there? Am I or am I? Did I or did I? It could be AI talking for me. You never know. No, I don't really know. All right, guys, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember life is living. Live it well. Bye, everyone.